God, the creator of the universe and all living beings, is often viewed as an omnipotent, all-knowing, and all-seeing entity. While it is true that God is all these things, it is essential to understand that God is also a loving and compassionate being who cares deeply about the hearts and actions of His creations. In the Bible, Jesus teaches us that God is not only concerned with our outward actions, but also our hearts. In Matthew 15 verse 8, Jesus says, "These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me." This verse reminds us that it is not enough to merely go through the motions of being a good Christian, but we must also truly believe in our hearts and live our lives according to God's will. God cares about our hearts because it is from our hearts that our actions flow. Proverbs 4 verse 23 states, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Our hearts are the source of our motives, desires, and passions. If our hearts are not aligned with God's will, our actions will not be either. However, God does not only care about our hearts, He also cares about our actions. James 2 verses 14 to 17 says, "What good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have faith, but has no deeds? Can such faith save them? Suppose a brother or a sister is without clothes and daily food. If one of you says to them, 'Go in peace, keep warm and well fed,' but does nothing about their physical needs, what good is it?" In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. These verses remind us that our faith must be accompanied by action. We cannot simply say we believe in God and then live our lives however we please. Our actions must reflect our faith, and we must actively seek to do God's will. In conclusion, God cares about both our hearts and our actions. Our hearts are the source of our actions, and if our hearts are not aligned with God's will, our actions will not be either. However, our faith must be accompanied by action. We must actively seek to do God's will and live our lives according to His teachings. As Christians, it is our responsibility to guard our hearts, align our actions with God's will, and live our lives in a way that honors Him.